Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am going to be doing a special collab with a friend of mine here on YouTube, and her channel name is HelloTiffy00, and her name is Tiffany. So in her video, she's going to be showing you guys makeup do's and don'ts for beginners, and I'm going to be showing you guys a beginner makeup tutorial that's super easy and simple to follow. Be sure to check out her channel and show her some love. I'm going to be leaving her links all down below in the description bar, as well as my own, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this collab. And yeah, I think that's about it. If you guys are interested in learning how to do makeup for beginners, then just please keep on watching. Okay, so before doing eye makeup, I always make sure to do my brows first, just because I don't know why, but I just like to do it like that. So the brush that I'm using is a brown liner brush, number 404 by EcoTools, and it is not a synthetic brush, as you guys can see. It's a soft angled brush, which is perfect for brows or it's perfect for filling in the brows because you can pack on a lot of brow powder. A synthetic angled brush is good for outlining your brows and also concealing. So the brow powder that I'm using is the Anastasia Beverly Hills powder in Ebony, and I'm just going to use the darkest one because that's you should always use the darker color for the outer ends of your brows. So once I have that, I'm going to tap off the excess. And here, let me zoom in for you guys. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to start off on the outer edge, and I'm kind of outlining the bottom just a tad bit. And then once you have that, then start extending out your line. And slowly make your way up to the front and start brushing upward. Just like that. And go ahead and just grab more brow powder as you go. So once you do your brows, then you're just going to want to brush out with the spoolie just to brush out any harshness and kind of create like a more gradient effect. So now you're going to want to conceal, and I am using the NYX concealer in beige, and it has a very creamy consistency, which is great for concealing eyebrows. And I don't really use this for my under eye area, only because I use it specifically for my brows. And the brush that I'm using to conceal my eyebrows is Revlon. I can't see it anymore because it got wiped out, but it's just a synthetic Revlon angled brush. And so all I do is I just kind of dip it into this powder or this creamy concealer back and forth like that. And then I even it out on the back of my hand, just like that. Okay, so now I'm just gonna follow along the edges. Sorry guys, I can't even multitask. I need to just not talk and just do this, so just watch me do it slowly. I'm not even gonna fast. Okay, so once you have your brows concealed like that, wipe off the product on a napkin or a tissue and make sure you don't have any more product on your synthetic angled brush, or if you have another brush then that's good too, but I'm just going to be using the same one. And then now all I'm doing is just brushing the concealer upward just to blend it out, because if you just go in there and blend it with your fingers, it's not going to look clean and sharp anymore because you're going to be messing it up with your eyebrows. So I'm just gently swiping it upward, and you're going to do the same thing to the bottom of your brows. You're just going to want to brush it down. And I know that my brows look funny right now because it looks like super highlighted and it shows that I totally did conceal it. But once you just keep doing this back and forth, then you guys can see it gradually coming together. So once you have blended upward, it'll be okay to just kind of use your pinky just to kind of rub off the product that was there, but not actually go over your brows and just blend. I'm just going as close as I possibly can to my brow, and as you guys can see, it's slowly just blending away. Okay, so now that your brows are filled in and concealed, take any brow gel or brow glue and just seal in your eyebrows. Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Wet Gloss Lash and Brow Clear Mascara, which is this one right here. I kind of just took it off already. And all I'm doing is just brushing it right on top of my eyebrows. So I need a mirror really quick. Oh, sorry guys. Alright, so, alright, let me show you guys. All you want to do is just kind of brush your brows upward and then start going in the direction that your brows grow, which is sideways. And once you feel like you have enough gloss on it to keep it in place all day long, then just go on to the next brow. And I know that it looks kind of funky right now because it looks like wet and glossy, but once it dries, it's going to dry in place and really help your brows to last longer. Now on to eyeshadow. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a really easy technique that you guys can use for your eyeshadow if you guys haven't mastered doing your eyeshadow. I totally understand because I was once there, but I'm going to be showing you guys a super easy technique to really create the perfect eyeshadow for starters. And sorry, my phone is vibrating right now, but before applying any eyeshadow whatsoever, you want to make sure to always prime. Eyelids tend to get very oily throughout the day, so you want to make sure to have a good eye primer to really help your eyeshadow stay put and not slide all over the place. So I'm going to be using my Lorac Pro Primer. The only reason why I'm using this primer is because it's the only one I have right now, but if you guys have another one, you guys can go ahead and use that. Tutorial, we're going to be using the light to dark method. So I'm going to be showing you guys 3 eyeshadows that I'm going to be using on my lid, my crease, and the outer V area. So the first color that I'm going to be showing you guys is the Coastal Scents Hot Pot in the color MO4, or in the number and letter MO4. And this is just kind of like a light beige, tannish kind of color, and this is going to be for my lid. And the second color that I'm going to be using as my transition color and my crease color, I'm going to be using this color called Cream Brulee by Makeup Geek Eyeshadow, or Makeup Geek Cosmetics. And this is a very creamy color, which is perfect for the transition color because you guys can pack whatever color and it'll blend in just effortlessly. And then last but not least, I'm going to be using this dark brown color with a little bit of gold shimmer in it, in the shade S30. Okay, so this is going to be for my outer V area. So I have the 3 colors here. I don't know if I can show you guys here on camera. I think I can. Just kind of like that. Okay, so as always, you want to make sure to start off from light to dark because once you have too much dark, then you can't really go back on that if you guys are planning to add a lighter color, if that made any sense. But as I show you guys the process of applying these colors, you guys will get what I mean. Okay, so to start off, I'm going to be using this lightest color here. Like I said, this is the light to dark method. If you guys want to use a different method, go ahead, but this is the one I'm going to be showing you guys. And then the brush that I'm using is a very full fluffy brush. And the reason why I'm using a full fluffy brush is because it packs on more color. Whereas my Sigma E40 brush is very light and it doesn't have that many bristles, which can help you blend easier. But since my only concern right now is to cover my entire lid, then I'm going to be going in with this brush here. And I don't know if I said this already, but it's by SONIA KASHUK. And while you have, or once you have the color in the brush, you want to make sure to tap off the excess. Okay, so once you have the color on, just start packing it all over your lid, up to your brow bone. And this won't hurt bringing it up this high because it's a very light color. And it's almost identical to my lid color. And this will just help to create a base for the next eyeshadows that we're going to be applying. Okay, so for the transition color, you want to make sure to have a lightweight blending brush. And yes, brushes do matter and they can easily mess up your eye look if you guys don't have the right brush. So I would recommend any lightweight blending brush. So what I'm doing here is just lightly blending it in with small strokes like that, all the way to the inner lid area here. And then once you get all the way to the front, you want to just start blending it backwards in circular motion like this. and this is really going to help the color to sit in your eye socket and prepare itself for the colors that are going to come on after this. And then just continue going back and forth, swiping it, and a windshield wiping motion. If you're really into natural looks and this is like what you like, then just stop here. But if you guys want just a little more dimension and if you guys want a little more drama, then go ahead and add in that last color. So for my last and final color, I am going to be using my beige shadow brush by Real Techniques, and the reason why this is so perfect for the darkest color is because of the stiff bristles and how they're very uneven. It's going to help me to draw in the color first before blending it out, and so it's perfect for setting the color and also blending out the harshness of the lines. I hope that you guys are following along with me. I'm not the best at explaining things, but I hope that you guys can learn as I show you guys. Go ahead and just place it right onto the outer eye socket here. And it's not that pigmented, which is good for beginners because if it's too pigmented, then you can easily mess it up. Whereas if it's not as pigmented, then you could just build it up. So I'm just going in circular motion back and forth, keeping it just on the outer area here. And then once you feel like you have like a good amount, like the circle that you guys see here, then start cupping it like a C into your crease, but just barely. So I'm just going to go back in and blend out the outer edges with my Sigma E40 brush. And this is the one with less bristles. It helps the colors to blend so effortlessly. So if you want to add a little more drama to your eyes, then go ahead and apply that same dark brown color to your lower lash line. And with any smudger brush or pencil brush, go ahead and just blend out the lower lash line. This part is also optional, but you guys can go ahead and highlight your brow bone with any matte white color. So to highlight my inner corners, I'm going to be using the spritzing method. I'm going to be using that same flat shader brush that I used to highlight my brow bone and just simple plain water. And so you guys have seen me do this a few times in one of my videos, but I'm just going to be spraying it like a few times like that. And find any nice shimmery eyeshadow color to really highlight your inner corner and to bring out your eyes. So I'm going to be using this color called Champagne by my Lorac Pro 1 palette. So now onto the eyeliner. So my eyeliner is the Physicians Formula liquid eyeliner. You guys have heard me rave about this plenty of times. But I got it in the wrong color this time. I was supposed to get it in ultra black, but I got it in black. And it kind of comes out a little bit gray, but that's okay. I hope that the mascara will kind of make it look black again. But I'm going to start off by following my waterline. And so I usually just create a tail first before doing anything else. So I'm going to go ahead and just do that. If you guys don't trust yourself doing like one big stroke, just do like little light strokes like that, and that should be okay. So once you have your line, then start making small strokes starting from the center of your eye and working your way in and then connecting. So once again, I can't multitask, so I'm kind of explaining it and then showing you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and just fill it in now. So once you get to the end, then start connecting it. So I'm just kind of slowly filling in the gap on the bottom part and just slowly bringing it up higher and higher. So as you guys can see, it's very low right here. So once you feel like once you keep filling it in and it's high enough for you, just stop right there. Because if you go any higher than that, then it's going to start to look very funky. Now curl your lashes and apply mascara. Do not square in your inner eyebrows. Your eyebrows will look super harsh and super dark, and you do not want to look at me 24/7.
So for prom, I'm thinking about redoing my eyebrows. Kind of want to get it done like this. I like how it's so like on fleek. Didn't you like it?